Tudyam vastu govindam tubhyameva samarpe grihan salmukha bhutava prasida purushottama. Put it there. Right there. Mal pisa kyanfa. Alal pis. ऐसे तो नहीं है like nearly put like no go ahead like I'm not strain here बात बोले ओम जयंती मंगला काली भद्रा काली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा धात्री प्रसाद नैवेद्यम समर्पयामि तत्सदेयखितं ओम महादेवी प्रसाद नैवेद्यम तत्सदेयच कृष्ण अर्पणम ओम श्री कृष्ण अर्पणम महापूजनम समर्पयामि. Take the leaves and put it on top there, auntie. On top the flag. Take the prasad with the cancer and put it on top down one day. Other piece I can't find a burn your way. Hare Krishna. Right. Give them the put one in the fire. Om Dum Durga Mata Bhyo Namaha Shvaha. Put that by the tools. Yeah, tools. Put some rice in it. Right. Take up flowers. Om Tulasi Marupam Charatna Rupam Cha Mandali Bhavamuksham Samarpyami. Tulsi Mataye, put water. Tulsi Mataye Bhyo Namaha. Om Mahatulasya Namaha. Om Mahatulasya Namaha. Govinda Balabam Devim Bhakti Chaitanya Kadan San Jagataran Vishnu Bhakti Pradhayanam Srimati Maha Tulsi Devi Panchamrit. Water again. Karveri Narbarabini Tungabhadra Saraswati Gange Yamuna Chaiva Godavari Sindhu Karveri Shujjal Puja. Put a piece of cotton. Pachandan. Sindhu. Hardy. Essence. Grass. Om Sajjam Chavartitam Littam Vahinayotitam Maya Deepam Grahana Devish Trailokam Tivirapaham Yani Kani Sapapani Jamantarakritani Vinashyanti Pradakshanam. Put the flowers in the sun. Eva Samarpit Prasad Naivedyam Samarpyami Krishna Arpanam. Om Sri Krishna Arpanam. Om Sri Krishna Arpanam. We don't need that. Put Supavi, put water on the prasad, put Supavi and put a coin. Right, bow. Good. Keep that and watch. Keep that. Carry the sun outside. Yeah. स्मरे पुराण पुरुषोत्तमः द्वितीय पहारदे श्वेतबालकल्पे वैजयन्तदे ष्टाविंशतियुगे कलियुगे कलिपतम चलने जम्बूदीपे भारतखंडे भूलोके श्रीनिदान देश में दक्षिण श्रीनिदान में श्री रिफॉर्म गांव में के अध्यक्ष श्री भारो मासे श्री शुक्ल पक्ष सप्तमी तिथि में शुक्रवारे यजमान नामस्य यजमानी नाम से करणे महागणेश की पूजा करिष्ये इति उत्सव पूजा संकल्पम समर्पयामि। ओम गम गणपति ओम गम गणपति ओम गम गणपतये नमः। वैसे कौन सा प्राणी सर्वं पापम हरम दिव्यं गंगेयं निर्मलं जलम आत्मन्यं मयार्कं ध्यान परमेश्वरम आत्मन्यं समर्पयामि।
ओम जैवामरुचा शर्करायुतं पंचामृतं स्नानं प्रतिगृह्यताम् महापूजनं श्री महागणपति गणपति गणपति देव गणपति 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 देव जय 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 गणपति देव गजानना हे गजानना गजानना हे गणपति देव गजानना हे गजानना गजानना हे गणपति देव जय 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 गणपति देव गणपति 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 देव गणपति 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 देव जय 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 गणपति देव गजानना हे गजानना गजानना हे गणपति देव गजानना हे गजानना गजानना हे गणपति देव जय 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 गणपति देव जय 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 गणपति देव जय 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 गणपति देवा। विघ्न विनाशक जय गणनायक लंबोदर गणपति विघ्न विनाशक जय गणनायक लंबोदर गणपति लंबोदर गणपति लंबोदर गणपति लंबोदर गणपति लंबोदर गणपति। ओम श्री कंद चंदनम दिव्यम गंधायु सुमनोहरम विलेपनम सुराशिष्टम चंदनम प्रतिगृह्यताम श्री चंदन समर्पयामि। Take his sindoor, afterwards take that sindoor chandan and put it 21 times on the murti. Om Gam Ganapataye Namo Namah. 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 Om Gam Gana, the ordinary one. Pataye, ordinary. Put that on the Siddhiyan with the two. Same one. A little bit. One time. Om Vriddhi Siddhi Mahapujanam Devai Namo Namam. Sri, very go ahead. Veteran Ryan. Ryan and Shatman. Go ahead, put the normal Sindhu and the normal Hardi. Yeah. Om Sinduram Shobharam Raktam Saubhagya Shakavadaram Shubharam Kamaram Chaiva. One time. Shubharam Kamaram Chaiva Sinduram Pratigriyatam. Haridra Sarvanabha Sarvasaubhagadayani Sarvalankara Mukyami Devi Tvam Pratigriyatam. Perfume. Gandwaram Duradakshanam Nishtam Pushtikarišanam Ishvaram Sarvadevanam Gandagandam Samarpayami. Right. Dubras. Kandat purohanti puruksha purukshashpari flowers. Evano durve pratanu sahasrena shatena cha durvang samarpayami. Om malkadini sugandhini malyadini vai prabhu maya hritana pujartam pushpam prati griyatam pushpam prati griyatam pushpam prati griyatam. Incense stick 5. You doing puja right in front of you. Ifara. Ifara, that is not Ifara, that is young. Yeah. I vanal bara. P.A. sister man. Vanaspati rasoda bhuto gandhayo gandha uttama agreyam sarvadevanam dhupoyam prati griyatam dhupadan mahapujanam samarpyam. You was just here now, where are you going? Take the arti. Everybody's going to start it. Om Sajjam Chavarti Samyuktam Bahina Yujitam Maya Deepam Grahana Devesha Trailokyam Timirapaham Gvam Jai Ganesha Jai Ganesha Jai Ganesha Deva Mata Jaki Parvati Pita Mahadeva Jai Ganesha Jai Ganesha Jai Ganesha Deva Mata Jaki Parvati Pita Mahadeva. हार चढ़े फूल चढ़े और चढ़े मेवा लडुअन को भोग लगे संत करे से. हार चढ़े फूल चढ़े और चढ़े मेवा लडुअन को भोग लगे संत करे सेवा. जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेव. जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेव. एक दंत दयावंत चार भुजधारी माथे सिंदूर सोहे मुस्की सवार. कदंत दयावंत चार भुजधारी माथे सिंदूर सोहे मुस्की सवार. दुखियों के दुख हरो परमानंद देवा. जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देव माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेव. जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देव माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेव. अंधन को आँख देता कोरियन को काया बांझन को पुत्र देता निर्धन को माया. बहु से पार करो नाथ भजन करो सेवा. जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेव. जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेव. माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेव. माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेव. तुभ्यामेव समर्पये गृहान् सन्मुख भूत्वा प्रसीद पुरुषोत्तम ओम गं गणाधिपतये नमः।
Sound check 1 1. Sound check 1 1.
Check 1, sound check 1 1.
Check 1 1. Sound check 1 1. Sound check 1 1. Sound
Check 1, sound check 1. Check 1, sound check 1 1. Check 1, sound check 1. Check 1. Check 1, sound check 1 1. Check 1. Check 1, sound check 1 1. Check 1, sound check 1 1. Jai Ganesha. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om Vakrtuna Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Om Saraswati Namastubhyam Varde Kahamarupi Vidyarambam Karesham Siddhirbhavatu Me Sada Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Hari Om. जय गणेश गणनाथ दयानिधि सकल विघ्न कर दूर हमारे।
जय गणेश गणनाथ दयानिधि सकल विघ्न कर दूर हमारे। प्रथम धरे जो ध्यान तुम्हारे जिनके पूरन कार्य साए। लंबोदर गज वदन मनोहर कर त्रिशूल पर शुभरदारे। लंबोदर गज रिद्धि सिद्धि दो चमन दुलारे। मूषक वाहन परम सुखारे। रिद्धि सिद्धि दो चमन दुलारे। मूषक वाहन परम सुखारे। जय गणेश गणनाथ दयानिधि सकल विघ्न कर दूर हमारे। जय गणेश गणनाथ दयानिधि। ब्रह्मानंद सहाय करो नित्य भक्त जनों के तुम रखवारे। ब्रह्मानंद सहाय करो नित्य भक्त जनों के तुम रखवारे। जय गणेश गणनाथ दयानिधि सकल विघ्न कर दूर हमारे। प्रथम धरे जो ध्यान तुम्हारे जिसके पूर्ण कार्य सारे। जय गणेश गणनाथ दयानिधि सकल विघ्न कर दूर हमारे। सकल विघ्न कर दूर हमारे। सकल विघ्न कर दूर हमारे। हे मूषक वाहन तेरो तू ही जग का रखवाला। तेरी सुंदर मूरत मन में तू पालक से विनायक। जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक। जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक। तू चार भुजाधारी मस्तक सिंदूरी रूप निराला हे मूषक वाहन तेरो तू ही जग का रखवाला तेरी सुंदर मूरत मन में ओ तेरी सुंदर मूरत मन में तू पालक सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक जय गणपति मंदिर का अंधियारा तेरे नाम से हो उजियारा तेरे नाम की ज्योत जले तो मन में बहती सुखदारा तेरी सुमिरन हर पूजन में ओ तेरी सुमिरन हर पूजन में सबसे पहले फलदायक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक जय गणपति तेरे नाम को जिसने ध्याया उस पर रहती सुखधारा मेरे रोम रोम अंतर में एक तेरा रूप समाया तेरी महिमा तू ही जाने ओ तेरी महिमा तू ही जाने शिव पार्वती के बालक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक।
ॐ गं गणपतये नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः ॐ गं गणपतये नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो ॐ गं गणपतये नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः
ॐ गं गणपतये नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः
एकदन्ताय नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः एकदन्ताय नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः एकदन्ताय नमो नमः
सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः एकदन्ताय नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः
ॐ गं गणपतये नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः
ॐ गं गणपतये नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः
लंबोदराय नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः लंबोदराय नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः
लंबोदराय नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः
लंबोदराय नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः
लंबोदराय नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः
ॐ गं गणपतये नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः
ॐ गं गणपतये नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः
गौरी नंदन 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 नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः
ॐ गं गणपतये नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः
ॐ गं गणपतये नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः
शिवसुताय 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 नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः
ॐ गं गणपतये नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः रिद्धि सिद्धि माही
नमो नमः
सिद्धि विनायक
नमो नमः
ओम गम गणपते
ॐ गं गणपतये नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः
ओम गम गणपतये नमो नमः सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः सिद्धि प्रदाय नमो नमः सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः
बुद्धि प्रदायक नमो नमः सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः
ओम गम गणपतये नमो नमः सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः
ॐ गं गणपतये नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः
ओम गम गणपतये नमो नमः सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः
ॐ गं गणपतये नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः
तिल्लम्बुधराय नमो नमः सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः
लंबोदराय नमो नमः सिद्धिविनाय नमो नमः
तिल्लम्बुधराय नमो नमः सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः
लंबोदराय नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः
गम गणपतये नमो नमः सिद्धि विनायक
ॐ गं गणपतये नमो नमः सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः
सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः
सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः
अच्छा प्रेम से बोलिए श्री गजानंद स्वामी की जय. A very special welcome to each and everyone in our audience and all whom are joining us on our live broadcast via Bhakti TV. So we are ready to begin day 4 Ganesh Yagya 2022. Today the second day in the month of September in the year 2022. Let us all stand as we prepare for our first arati. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Niravignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakari Shu Sarvara. Om Sajjam Chavarti Samyuktam Vahinayojitam Maya Deepam Grahana Devesha Trailokyam Timirapa.
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा
लदवन को भोग लगे संत करे सेवा
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 दुखियों के दुख हरत परमानंद देवा जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा
जय गणेश जय
एक दंत दयावंत चार भुजा वाली,
एक दंत दयावंत चार भुजा वाली,
माथे पर सिंदूर सोही मूस की सवारी,
माथे पर सिंदूर तो है मूस की सवारी,
दुखियों के दुख हरत परमानंद देवा। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा, माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा, माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
अंधन को आंख दे कोरियन को खाया,
अंधन को आंख दे कोढ़ियन को काया,
आंजन को पुत्र देख निर्धन को माया,
पांजन को पुत्र देख निर्धन को माया।
भव से पार करो नाथ भजन करो तेरा। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा, माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा, माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
जो तेरा ध्यान करे ज्ञान मिले उसको,
जो तेरा ध्यान धरे ज्ञान मिले उसको,
और तुझे और भला ध्यान में किसी को,
चोर तुझे और भला जाऊं मैं किसी को।
हे देवा कृपा करो कष्ट हरो मेरा। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा, माता जाके पार्वती पिता
महादेवा। जय गणेश देवा, माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
ये लडवन को भोग लगे संत करे सेवा,
लदवन को भोग लगे संत करे सेवा,
लडवन को भोग लगे संत करे,
लदवन को भोग लगे संत करे सेवा।
दुखियों के दुख हरत परमानंद देवा। जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा, माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
जय गणेश देवा, माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
हे गौरी गणेश उमा महेश पार्वती नंदन श्री गणेश। बोलो
गौरी गणेश उमा महेश, पार्वती नंदन श्री गणेश।
हे गौरी गणेश उमा महेश पार्वती नंदन श्री गणेश।
गौरी गणेश उमा महेश, पार्वती नंदन श्री गणेश।
शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश,
शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश,
शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश,
शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश।
शिवानंदन गणपति गणेश,
शिवानंदन गणपति गणेश,
शिवानंदन गणपति गणेश।
शिवानंदन गणपति गणेश।
गौरी गणेश उमा महेश पार्वती नंदन श्री गणेश।
गौरी गणेश उमा महेश, पार्वती नंदन श्री गणेश।
शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश,
शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश,
शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश,
शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश।
शिवानंदन गणपति गणेश,
शिवानंदन गणपति गणेश,
शिवानंदन गणपति गणेश।
शिवानंदन गणपति गणेश।
गौरी गणेश उमा महेश पार्वती नंदन श्री गणेश।
गौरी गणेश
बोले गजानंद स्वामी की जय. आसन लीजिए. May you all be seated, please. Thanks for standing. Devotees, I know for some of us, especially for those here in the temple, and myself, we had a hard day, a very tough day. So we need to instill a little bit of energy into our bodies. We need to bring back the warmth that the rain had dampened. We need to bring back the energies that we have lost by working hard today, cleaning up and so on. Because this whole place was in a flood. This whole place was flooded out completely, except the stage, puja area, and so on. All this was safe, but the rest of the yard was in water. As you all know, it had a lot of rain today. And we're still happy that we were able to get through all that storm and have our yagya continued. Jai Ganesha. Very special, special welcome to each and everyone again here and on our live broadcast. I know you are at home. Some of you have already took your bath. You're already seated there by your Ganesh Murti. You have already lit your light, did your arati, offer your chandan and sindoor and so on. And now you will clasp your hands and join with us as we do our Om Kar, as we inhale that very energy of Om, and then we do our mantra jap. Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om 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 Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
गणपतये नमः।
ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ गं 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 गणपतये नमः। बोले गजानंद स्वामी की जय। As we continue, we will go straight to our theme song. So we will join together once more in singing Jai Gananaya, Shri Ganaraya, Jai Gananaya, Shri Gananaya, Mangala Murti, Moria. And we do have an answer to that Moria tonight. So for those who have commented on Moria, why should we be chanting Moria as Lord Ganesha? We will find out. It's a lot of knowledge people need. You know, people make some strange comments, but we need to quiet these doubts.
Jai Gananaya, Shri Gananaya,
Shri Gananaya,
Jai Gananaya, Shri Gananaya,
Jai Gananaya, Shri Gananaya,
Jai Gananaya, Shri Gananaya, Mangal Murti Moria.
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 Jai Gananaya, Shri Gananaya.
Jai Gananaya, Shri Gananaya.
Jai Gananaya, Shri Gananaya, Mangal Murti Moria.
Jai
Gajanand Swami ki jai. As we get ready for our evening discourse, I would like to just clarify a few things before I begin. First of all, I got the night before I got the recording of that katha, and I was able to check correctly the little mix-up that we were having. And what happened is that the guy whose name is Raj Ramdial, I think it is, did send in his answers, but he sent 2 right and 1 wrong, right? Okay? And 2 and 30 something seconds, 2 minutes and 30 seconds after our time of releasing our answer, he sent the correct answer for the 3rd one, right? So I would not take away the contribution made by this listener via our Bhakti TV. So I would award him 2/3 of the money that we would have been given to that night. So it would have been 600, so 2/3 will be 400, right? Good. So well, I will message him and let him come here and collect it. If tomorrow he'll come and collect it. And I don't have a problem with that, but as we said last night, we have cut all the contribution, all the extension to the live broadcast. We will just have the questions asked here alone. So please listen to tonight's katha. Tonight's katha has a continuation from last night's katha. So those of you who were here last night would have heard that wonderful katha of the destruction of the Tripura Asura. And it is again very, very blessed indeed to listen to such katha. So let us begin tonight. Ganapati, Ganapati, Ganapati Deva.
Ganapati, Ganapati, Ganapati Deva.
Ganapati, Ganapati, Ganapati Deva.
Ganapati, Ganapati, Ganapati Deva.
Jai, 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 Jai Ganapati Deva.
Jai, 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 Ganapati Deva.
Jai, 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 Jai Ganapati Deva.
Jai, 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 Ganapati Deva.
Ganapati, Ganapati, Ganapati Deva.
Ganapati, Ganapati, Ganapati Deva.
Ganapati, Ganapati, Ganapati Deva.
Ganapati, Ganapati, Ganapati Deva.
Mata Parvati Pita Mahadeva.
Mata Parvati Pita Mahadeva.
Mata Parvati Pita Mahadeva.
Mata Parvati Pita Mahadeva.
Ganapati, Ganapati, Ganapati Deva.
Ganapati, Ganapati, Ganapati Deva.
Ganapati, Ganapati, Ganapati Deva. सुत जी बोले कि हे शौनक, फिर ब्रह्मा जी ने व्यास जी को जगत जननी में, पार्वती जी द्वार में, पुनः में, गणेश पूजन में करने की बात बताइए में, करने की बात बताइए। सुत जी बोले कि हे शौनक, सुत जी saying हे शौनक, as Bhrigu is telling to Somkant, hey Somkant, Shiv Bhagwan is saying to Parvati, hey Parvati, Vishnu Bhagwan is saying to Narad, hey Narad. All of them is explaining this katha to us
as we are listening it direct from the lips of Sutji Maharaj, whom is again explaining this to Shaunak and the 88,000 sages in the holy place of Naimisharan. They said here that they heard that once Mother Parvati had to do Ganesh Puja. How that is and when that was, why she did Ganesh Puja, her own son who is Ganesh, how come she worship her son, right? Maharishi Bhigu mein bole ke he Rajan, कार्तिकी में पूर्णिमा में त्रिपुरासुर में बस में होने का समाचार में प्राप्त होने पर में पार्वती जी में पर्वत में गुफा से बाहर में तो अपने में पिता में हिमाचल और में पति देव के त्रिपुरासुर की कहीं लेकर दुखी हो गई में दुखी हो गई और शोक के में कारण में रुदन में करने लगी उनका रुदन में एक भील ने सुना तो उसने में हिमाचल के पास जाकर सारी बात बता दी। इससे चिंतित में हुई पर्वतराज अपनी पुत्री के गिरजा के पास पहुंच और पुत्री को धैर्य बढ़ाने लगे। बोले श्री गणपति बाबा की जय। Maharishi Bhigu says to Somkant, as he says, hey Rajan, he says in that Kartiki Purnima, in the month of Kartik, in the Purnima, that is the time that Tripur Asur was destroyed, right? He said the Tripura Asur ke Bhasma, you know the Bhasma means ashes. What is Bhasma? The ashes. See, when he shoot them, they were lit up too as well, and they burn. Like when we shoot the Ravan, the effigy of Ravan, the whole thing will go up in fire, right? So when Shiv Bhagwan destroyed, you know that Damaru bachane wale Shiv Shankar Bhagwan, that one whom is again praised by all in this world, whom had given that opportunity to destroy the Tripurasur by the blessings of Ganesh, he chanted the mantra Hum, right? And he was able to steady his hand. You know that mantra is in lunch bags, you know. You know that, Harry? That mantra is in lunch bag. When I was very young, you know, in construction, there was a young man, you know, he wasn't so young. When I mean young, not really young, in the, you know, going in the 50s, up in a scaffold, and he was nailing some concrete nail, but he was missing the nails, right? He was missing the nail. So he told, I was young, so he told me go bring his lunch bag. So I thought, well, he had something in the lunch bag to sharpen the hammer. You know, long time they used to rub the file on the hammer when the hammer slipping, right? So his hand was shaking, so when he gone in the bag, he took out a little bottle, right? He took out a little bottle and he took a little something. And when he done take that something, he hand straighten up, he hand straighten more than how Shiv Shankar Bhagwan hand straighten, so that he can't miss. So this man hitting them nail now, like shut, like that, you know. So this is what happened. Everything is needed. If we don't have mantras, we have other things that people use to steady their nerves. So here it is that Bhagwan Shiva, he steadied his hand with the mantra Om Hum, right? Om Hum. And so it says here that Mother Parvati, she knew all that was happening, but she was not there. She was not on that field of war that was going on, in that battlefield. She was not on the battlefield. She was home, and she was worried, like many mothers and many wives. When their husband go to work, they will be worried, you know, seeing, especially sometimes like how we have flood and thing, and seeing how the places, they will be worried, where are you, when you will be home. Nowadays we have cell phone, we can call and talk and say, well, I'm on my way, I'm coming home. But long ago had no cell phone, so there's plenty worries, you know. So it says here that Mother Parvati, samachar mein prapt hone par, she got the news that the Tripurasur were destroyed and their ashes are now laying in the battlefield, right? She got that news. Gufa ke bahar aayi mein apne pita mein Himachal. And she come out of her place in Kailash and she went to her father's home in her father Himachal, in the Himalayas. She went to her father. त्रिपुरा के कहीं ने देखकर दुखी हो गई. The Tripurari, knowing now that her husband, who is now Tripurari, he is now the Lord of the three worlds and the Lord of the 14 spheres. Yesterday I told you about the 14 spheres, 7 up and 7 down, Sutal, Hatal, Mahatal, and so all the tal, right? And then you have Bhu, Bhuvashwa, Mahajana. You call the person who controls the 14 spheres Tribhuvan. I'm sure you have heard this name before, Tribhuvan. Tribhuvan is also a name of Lord Shiva. Tribhuvan means the one who controls the 14 spheres, the 14 lokas, 7 up and 7 down. And it says here that Mother Parvati, she saw people, on the road. People, today when the whole news is be going around, people sometimes they react differently to news, right? So some of them were crying, some of them were worried, some of them did not know what was going on. So she too, bit worried about her husband, went to her father, and there she was telling her father, गिरिजा नंदनी में हे कहाँ के हे पिताजी, ना जाने भगवान में शंकर में कहाँ है मैं, त्रिपुरासुर ये युद्ध में करने लगे थे और सुनते हैं मैं कि वहाँ असुर में मारा गया मैं, किंतु वे अभी तक में लौट कर में नहीं आए. अब उनके में सकुशाल में घर में लौटना का उपाय क्या है, गौ घर के लौटने में का उपाय क्या है. प्रेम से बोले श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, गणपति बाबा की जय. गणपति 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 देवा, गणपति 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 देवा, गणपति 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 देवा. So the word sakushal, sakushal, kushal means news, kushal means news. About laut, laut means to return, laut means to return, and upai means method, upai means method. So she wants to know a way, a means through which she can get her husband to come back quickly. She ain't hear nothing, she ain't know what's going on. She heard that the demons were killed, she heard everything, but she's not seeing her husband, she's not seeing her husband coming home. So ब्रह्मा जी बोले कि हे व्यास जी, हिमाचल ने कुछ देर में विचार कर में हिमाचल ने कहा कि हे पुत्री में राजा में चित्रांगर के सारभी रानी को भी अपने पति का विरह में दुख में प्राप्त में हुआ था, जिसका में निवारण भी गणेश पूजन से ही हुआ था. राजा चित्रांगर में मालव देश को राजा था, वहाँ अत्यंत में शक्तिशाली और में विद्वान था. उसकी सुंदरी भार्या का नाम इंदुमती था, इंदुमती. बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय. So her father now started to tell her, he said, Beti, many people today, when you tell them to do something, they want to know why to do it, why we should do this puja. So the father is telling her, what to do. But first he's telling her the greatness of his recommendation, how important, how it is worked, how it tested already. So he's telling her now that there is a king, his name is Chitra Angad, right? And he had a Sadhavi Rani. He had a very devoted wife, very devoted wife. And together with her husband, apne pati ka viraha dukh prapt hua. They would go through all their troubles together. They would do everything together, right? And she went through problems with him. And she was told to do Ganesh Puja when she had that problems. How it all happened, that king, Chitra Angad, he was the king of Malav Desh. And he, together with his wife, whose name is Indumati, they lived there very happy. But one day, they loved the sport. Everybody have hobby. everybody have little things that they like to do. So they love the sport of shikar. Shikar means hunting. What shikar means? Hunting. So they love the sport of hunting, so they went to hunt. भीषण में अरण्य में एक में राक्षसी से उसका में सामता हो गए, में सामता हो गए। वहाँ राक्षसी में राजा पर में असत्य हो गई। उसने राजा से प्रणय में निवेदन किया है, निवेदन किया है, किंतु राजा ने उसकी में बात में नहीं मानी। में इसमें चूर हुई राक्षसी राजा में के खाने में को किया धौर में, और मैं देखकर में राजा वहाँ से भाग कर एक सरोवर में जा छिपा है, किंतु वही में कुछ नाग में कन्याई में स्नान के लिए आई में, और राजा के देखकर में उस पर में मुग्ध हो गए, मुग्ध हो गए। वे उसे में बलपूर्वक में अपने साथ में पाताल लोक में ले गई और उससे प्रणय निवेदन करने लगी, निवेदन करने लगी। So he says here, so that day they went to hunt. While they were hunting now, while they were hunting, you know, many times people talk stories about hunting. When they go to hunt, they will see all kind of demons and all kind of evil spirits and so on. So while they were hunting, it says here that they saw a rakshasi. A rakshasi is a female a demon, right? Female demon, a demoness, right? And when they saw this, both of them decided now to run away, to find a place to hide, right? So the Raja, he saw a little lake. He saw a lake. So he ran in the lake. But she went a little more into the forest rather than going to the lake. She ran into the woods, right? And he ran and hid in the lake. And when he hid in the lake, Chipa means to hide. Sarovar means lake. Wahi kuch Nag Kanya, and there was a Nag Kanya. Nag are people coming from Patal, from the lower region, the subterranean region. So she was in that water, and it says here that she saw Raja ko dekar. She saw the king, and she went and she consumed the king, and she took the king down to that lower subterranean region. हे पार्वती, राजा ने उनका में प्रस्ताव में अस्वीकार कर दिया इसे, नाग कन्या भी रुष्ट हो गए में, और उन्होंने राजा को बंधन में डाल दिया है। उड़र रानी में इंदुमती में पति के ना लौट में बरी, चिंतन में हुई में, चिंतन में हुई है। उसने राजा के वियोग सब कुछ में त्याग दिया, और दिन रात में रोती में रहती है। एक दिन में भ्रमण में करते हुई में नारद जी में वहाँ पहुँच में, नारद जी में वहाँ पहुँचे। बोले श्री गजानंद स्वामी की जय। It says here that Himachal is telling to Parvati, Himalaya is telling to Parvati. He say, hey Parvati, he say that king, he got caught by that Nag Kanya, and he was taken, he was wrapped up, he was tied, and he was kept as a prisoner. The word to tie up is bandhan. Bandhan mein dal diya hai. So he tied him up and he took him, and on this side now, Indumati, she was, she did run away. So she keep on moving now, going looking for a place, and knowing that she's separated from her king, she was very much disturbed. So she started to cry. She started to cry and bawl and so on. And in that way, she stayed in a special place, and Naraji met her there. And when Naraji met her there, Narad, it says here, seen her Byakul, Narad asking her now, what is her problem? What has happened? And then she explained everything. She explained everything to him. Listening to her problem, Naraji then told her that the only person, the only form of God that can help you is Lord Ganesha. Is Lord Ganesha. And therefore, you have to prepare a murti. You have to make a murti. Go by the end of the river and get dirt and make a murti and a stapanat murti. But we have to make sure that you do everything in the morning time. You know, you prataha kal, take your bath and go by the river, get the mud and make the murti. After making the murti, then you will do the puja to that murti, installing the murti, do the pran pratishta to the murti, and then you for 1 month, for 8 maas tak, for 1 month, you must do puja. You must worship Lord Ganesha. And by worshipping Lord Ganesha, he will become pleased and you would get back your husband. It says here, that Lord Ganesh, answers all prayers. Lord Ganesh answers all prayers, especially when it is done with that amount of love and devotion. Today I sat there just now and I was kind of thinking about the electric that we need to have when we're doing puja. The electric means the bhakti. What electric is the bhakti. We need to have that kind of rhythm. Pujan does not just take, just put this or put that. We have to do something. We do it from the inside of us. We do it with all the shakti, all the love and all the devotion. Moriya, Moriya, Ganapati Baba, Moriya, 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 Ganapati Baba, Moriya. Moriya, Moriya, Ganapati Baba, Moriya.
Moriya, Moriya, Ganapati Baba, Moriya.
Moriya, Moriya, Ganapati Baba, Moriya.
Moriya, Moriya, Ganapati Baba, Moriya.
Moriya, Moriya, Ganapati Baba, Moriya.
Moriya, Moriya, Ganapati Baba, Moriya.
Moriya, Moriya, Ganapati Baba, Moriya.
Moriya, Moriya, Ganapati Baba, Moriya.
Moriya, Moriya, Ganapati Baba, Moriya.
Moriya, Moriya, Ganapati Baba, Moriya.
Moriya, Moriya, Ganapati Baba, Moriya.
Moriya, Moriya, Ganapati Baba, Moriya.
Oh, Moriya, Moriya, Ganapati Baba, Moriya.
Moriya, Moriya, Ganapati Baba, Moriya.
Moriya, Moriya, Ganapati Baba, Moriya.
Moriya, Moriya,
गणपति बाबा मोरिया। बोलिए गजानंद स्वामी की। नारद जी में अनुष्ठान में विधि में बताकर में चले गए। रानी ने के धैर्य धारण कर में शुभ दिन में प्रातः काल में स्नान आदि के निविध होकर में श्री गणेश्वर के मृण्मयी में मूर्ति में स्थापित में कर में विधिवत में षोडश उपचार में पूजन में स्तवन में निराजन में करके जप का आरंभ के कर दिया और 1 मास में तक 1 लाख जप का अनुष्ठान में पूर्ण कर हवन ब्राह्मण भोजन दान पुण्य आदि कर में प्रतिमा का विसर्जन किया है। हे उमा रानी प्रसन्नचित है से में उन विघ्न नाशक में प्रभु का फिर भी स्मरण करते रही है। बोले श्री गजानंद स्वामी की जय। So Narad gave his instruction and he left. Chal gaye means to go. He left, and then the Rani here, listening to all that she was told, went and took her bath, got herself ready on an auspicious day, on a good day, a very nice day, a day that is recommended to begin this worship. In the morning, she got the dirt, she made her murti, she has tap on her murti, and she did her puja. At the end of her puja, she had chanted 1 lakh mantra, the Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. She had chanted that mantra for 1 million times. Right? 1 lakh jap ka anushtan mein purna ho gayi. And then she did havan, she gave bhojan to the Brahmins, she gave dakshina, and then she also did visarjan. Visarjan means to sarawe the murti in the river. Right? So she did all that. She finished her puja, everything. And when she did finish, Bhagwan Ganesh was very happy and very pleased. तभी में भगवान गणेश्वर के बुद्धि देवी के नाग में कन्याओं के पास में राजा के छुड़ाने के लिए भेजा में, जिससे मैं उन्हें मैं तिरन थी राजा की कारागृह में। बाहर में निकाला के उसके स्नान कराकर में, वस्त्राभूषण में पहना कर में, समना पूर्वक में उसके राज में वापस में भेज दिया है, भेज दिया है। बोले श्री गजानंद स्वामी की जय। It says here that Lord Ganesha sent his Devis Buddhi and Siddhi. You know, Viddhi and Siddhi or Buddhi and Siddhi, they are the same. He sent them to the Kanya. You know, today if there's a woman to deal with in the police force, they will send women police, right? So Ganesh Baba sent his Shaktis, you know, he sent his two Shaktis in order to get the job done. So his two Shaktis went to that Nag Kanya and tell her she have to release Churhane ke liye Beja. She have to send back this king. This king now has to be released. So, and he has to be given back all his jewels and his clothes and everything. And he have to be sent with a chariot, you know. They have to send him back to where he where his palace is, right? And so, listening to this, the Nag Kanya had no choice but to prepare the king and release him. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. यहाँ गणेश जी की आराधना के प्रभाव में कि रानी को अपने में प्राणपति को प्राप्ति हो गई में ऐसा कहकर मैं हिमालय में चुप हो गए में। पार्वती जी ने दूसरे दिन में प्रातः काल में प्रसन्न मन से नित्य कर्म को निवृत्त होकर श्री गणेश जी के 108 में मृण्मय में प्रतिमा में बनाए और सुंदर में सुकर में आसनों पर में प्रतिदिष्टा में और संकल्प में पूर्वक में षोडशोपचार के पूजन किया है। फिर भक्ति भाव से मैं स्तुति में निराजन में प्रदक्षिणा आरी करके एक अक्षरी मंत्र का 1 मास का तप तक किया है। अंत में हृदय में तर्पण और ब्राह्मण भोजन कराकर सभी के अभिष्ट में दक्षिणा दी। फिर अभ्यागतों में आदि को भी गौ रत्न अन्न वस्त्र आदि विविध वस्तुओं में के दान किया है। तपश्चात भोजन में करके भगवान गणेश करके ध्यान करने लगे। इसके प्रभाव से भगवान शंकर की प्राप्त हो गए। बोले श्री गजानंद स्वामी की जय। दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ। दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ। महाकाली जय जय माँ। महाकाली जय जय माँ। महागौरी जय जय माँ। महागौरी जय जय माँ। दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ।
दुर्गे जय जय माँ।
दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ।
दुर्गे दुर्गे जय जय माँ।
महादुर्गे जय जय माँ।
महादुर्गे जय जय माँ।
महाकाली जय जय माँ।
महाकाली जय जय माँ।
दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ।
दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ।
दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ। दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ। दुर्गे जय जय माँ। दुर्गे जय जय माँ। दुर्गे जय जय माँ। And so, after listening to her father, she did not ask another question. She mind was very, very happy. She was very now convinced what her father was telling her to do Ganesh Puja. She know the reason why she must do Ganesh Puja. She know that the results will be again without doubts, without doubts. And so she made 108, not one but 108, ek sauat, 108 earthen murtis of Lord Ganesh. And she made them and she decorated them with all different types of jewelry, right? And she put them on special seats. And after she did all that, she did the Pran Pratishta. She invoked life into these 108 murtis. And there she did puja. She did puja to Lord Ganesha. After doing puja to Lord Ganesha, she did pradakshina. What is pradakshina? Pradakshina is to go around the murti, either 5 times or 7 times, right? Is go around the murti. They also do that around the temple. Long ago, when people build in temples, they used to build the temples to have access to go around. And even when you're building like, like your altar and so on in your puja room, you build it so you can go around. When you're doing puja at the Bedi, you're supposed to go around and do your arati. All these things are called pradakshina, paying respect, paying tribute to the arati is one of the greatest form of renouncing oneself to God and showing God that whatever it is that you have blessed me with, I'm going to use it for your purpose, for your service, to serve the world that you have put me in, to give back to all. This is the reason why, people sometimes they just ask God for things and they doesn't want to give back. We need to give back. We cannot just take. That's why we have to do pujas and we have to call people and feed them and all these things. So the same way here, Mother Parvati, after she did all her pradakshina and so on, she did this for 1 month, not for 1 day, but for 1 month. Ek maas tab tak mein kiya hai. And in the last now, she did tarpan. Tarpan. What is tarpan? Tarpan is offering of Tilanjali. What is tarpan? The offering of Tilanjali. Tilanjali comes just now because Pichipaks is going to start. And Tilanjali is made from rice, till and water. And it is offered upon the kush grass. But in some cases, tarpan is also offered at the holy ghat, by the river and so on. We stand in the water in the morning and lift the hands and offer the tarpan, right? Tarpan is to reduce one's sins. When we offer tarpan, especially for Pichipak's time, you are preparing this offering to help the departed wherever they are, and you are giving that offering not only for them, but for you and for your whole generation. Tarpan is very important, and tarpan goes with all that we do. But we just normally know what we just do is charahawe jal, right? In our custom now, we just take the lota and go by the jandi and offer it, right? That is very important as well. So it says here that Mother Parvati, after doing tarpan, she prepared food and she gave the Brahmin bhojan karakar. She made everyone happy. She gave dakshina. She then abhyagato me adi me. She then asked for forgiveness. And then she got cows, gau, ratna, jewel, anna, rice, vastra, clothing, and other things. And she gave it in dan. She gave it in dan. Because she was happy now. She was happy to know that she could do something to get back her husband. And today, many people have problems with strange relations. They have problems with strange relations. And they does not know what to do. So tonight we are learning that Ganesh can even help you to keep a special bond with you and your husband. Mother Parvati, after doing this now, what happened? It is said here that Bhagwan Shiva returned. Bhagwan Shiva, he returned from that very battlefield where he was involved in fighting the Tripura Asuras. and she was happy to receive him. She walked out with her thali. And she put on a mala for him. She put on chandan for him. She welcomed him. She do arati him because he came to look for her because she was by her father home, not seeing her in Kailash. He came in the home of his father-in-law, right, Himawat, and he again was welcomed there. And Lord Shankar Bhagwan, being happy now, he took his wife in Baila Sawari. They sat upon the bull now, and he rode back to that Mount Kailash with Mother Parvati, very happy indeed. And today we learn from this katha that we can find peace, not only for wealth, not only for health, but we can find peace for good living between, husbands and wife and relations, so that we can be happy with each other. Prem se bole Shri Ganesh Bhagwan ki Jai. At this time, we are going to have the Havan. While we prepare for the Havan, I'll ask the group to sing a couple songs for us. We have some nice songs to sing tonight, so we relate them to the Katha. So we go right ahead. You all prepare for the Havan. Take the parasad from my dear fire. Om Pranaya Namah Shvaha. Om Dhyanaya Namah Shvaha. Om Udhanaya Namah Shvaha. Om Shamanaya Namah Shvaha. Water on the fire. Om Shanna Devira Vishtaya Apo Bhavanta Pite Shamyo Ravi Shravantuna.
गणपति बप्पा मोरया मंगल मूर्ति मोरया
गणपति बाप्पा मोदिया मंगल मूर्ति मोदिया
गणपति बप्पा मोरया मंगल मूर्ति मोरया
गणपति बाप्पा मोदिया मंगल मूर्ति
Om Shri Ganeshaya Namah Shvaha.
सिद्धि विनायक मोरया गिरिजानंदन मोरया
सिद्धि विनायक मोदिया गिरिजा
सिद्धि विनायक मोरया गिरिजानंदन मोरया
सिद्धि विनायक मोदिया मंगल
गणपति बप्पा मोरया मंगल मूर्ति मोरया
Om Shukra Devtabhyo Namah Shvaha.
मोदिया
Om Shani
मंगल
Devtabhyo
मूर्ति
Namah Shvaha.
मोदिया
Om Rahu Devtabhyo Namah Shvaha. Om Ketu Devtabhyo Namah Shvaha. Om Panchalokpal Devtabhyo Namah Shvaha.
एक दंत जय मोरया गौरी सुत जय मोरया
एक दंत जय मोदिया गौरी
योगिनी माताभ्यो नमः स्वाहा.
एक दंत जय मोरया गौरी सुत जय मोरया
एक दंत जय मोदिया गौरी सुत जय मोदिया
जय लंबोदर मोरया अग्रदेव जय मोरया
जय लंबोदर मोदिया अग्निदेव जय मोदिया
जय लंबोदर मोरया अग्रदेव जय मोरया
अग्निदेव जय मोदिया
गणपति बप्पा मोरया मंगल मूर्ति मोरया
गणपति बाप्पा मोदिया मंगल मूर्ति मोदिया
Om
विनाशक मोर्या जय धूमेश्वर मोर्या विघ्न
ओम भुवा स्वाहा
जय भुवनेश्वर
ओम स्वाहा स्वाहा
विघ्न विनाशक
ओम
मोर्या
महास्वाहा
जय धूमेश्वर
ओम जना
मोर्या
स्वाहा ओम तपः स्वाहा ओम सत्यम स्वाहा ओम
गजानना जय मोर्या विद्यावारिधि मोर्या
ओम भूर्भुवः स्वाहा तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न
गजानना जय मोर्या विद्यावारिधि मोर्या
धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ओम देवताभ्यो नमः स्वाहा
गणपति मोर्या मंगल मूर्ति मोर्या
ओम सर्वदेवीभ्यो नमः स्वाहा ओम सर्वदेवताभ्यो नमः स्वाहा
गणपति मोर्या मंगल मूर्ति मोर्या
ओम सर्वपितराभ्यो नमः स्वाहा
मंगल
ओम
मूर्ति
सर्वपितराभ्यो नमः स्वाहा ओम सर्वपितराभ्यो नमः स्वाहा put some ready in it. Put your hands in the fire. All in the fire. Om Hari Om Tat Sat.
सुख करता जय मोर्या दुख हरता जय मोर्या
करता जय मोदिया दुख हरता जय मोदिया
सुख करता जय मोर्या दुख हरता जय मोर्या
दुख करता जय मोदिया दुख हरता जय मोदिया
कृपा सिंधु जय मोर्या बुद्धि विदाता मोर्या
कृपा सिंधु जय मोदिया विद्धि विनायक मोदिया
कृपा सिंधु जय मोर्या बुद्धि विदाता मोर्या
पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमदाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते
गणपति बप्पा मोर्या मंगल मूर्ति मोर्या गणपति बप्पा मोर्या मंगल मूर्ति मोर्या
गणपति बापा मोदिया मंगल मूर्ति मोदिया
भवानी नंदन मोर्या जय शिवनंदन मोर्या
भवानी नंदन मोदिया जय शिवनंदन मोदिया
भवानी नंदन मोर्या जय शिवनंदन मोर्या
भवानी नंदन मोदिया जय शिवनंदन मोदिया
जय मोदक प्रिय मोर्या अष्ट विनायक मोर्या
जय मोदक्ति मोदिया अष्ट विनायक मोदिया
जय मोदक प्रिय मोर्या अष्ट विनायक मोर्या
जय मोदक्ति मोदिया अष्ट विनायक मोदिया
गणपति बप्पा मोर्या मंगल मूर्ति मोर्या
गणपति बापा मोदिया मंगल मूर्ति मोदिया
गणपति बप्पा मोर्या मंगल मूर्ति मोर्या
गणपति बापा मोदिया मंगल मूर्ति मोदिया
सिद्धि विनायक मोर्या गिरिजानंदन मोर्या
सिद्धि विनायक मोदिया गिरिजा मंगल मोदिया
सिद्धि विनायक मोर्या गिरिजानंदन मोर्या
सिद्धि विनायक मोदिया गिरिजा मंगल मोदिया
गणपति बापा मोर्या मंगल मूर्ति मोर्या
गणपति बापा मोदिया मंगल मूर्ति मोदिया
गणपति बापा मोर्या मंगल मूर्ति मोर्या
गणपति बापा मोदिया मंगल मूर्ति मोदिया
गणपति बापा मोर्या मंगल मूर्ति मोर्या
Cha Prem se bole Gajanand Swami ki jai. Let's give a little summary on our katha for tonight. As you heard last evening, Lord Shankar Bhagwan was asked by Brahma and the Devatas to assist them in destroying Tripurasur. But he told them that he could not destroy Tripurasur because Tripurasur were devotees of his, and therefore they had to convert them. That took place. Ganesh Bhagwan initiated that through Bhagwan Vishnu, and they initiated the people to convert the people of the three cities, the Tripura cities, and Lord Shankar then got a chariot made, he got a special bow made, special arrow, and he went to that battlefield, and he waited and did all the preparation to find these three cities in one line in order to destroy them. But he could not keep his hands straight, as you heard in the last night's katha, and therefore Lord Ganesh mantra was important, and he helped him to steady his hand, and he got the job done. After the job was finished, it took a while for Lord Shankar Bhagwan to return, and in this absence, Mother Parvati, as many wives will, she got worried, and getting worried, she showed her love by finding ways and means of ensuring that she do something to see her husband back home. And the only person that she could trust was her father. So she went to her father's home, right? And in her father's home, she was told what to do. Her father saw his daughter very unhappy, and he told her in Katha what to do, what kind of rituals you should perform, and whom you should worship. So tonight, in short, we all know the greatness of Lord Ganesha. So when we have problems at home, we have to know what to do. We just can't go and tell other people our problems. People can't help us. We have to help ourselves. And we have to try to do the devotion. And by doing the devotion, as I told you yesterday, the puja have to be done by you, not the Pundit. So therefore, you have to find yourself with that amount of electric, with that amount of love, with that amount of energy. And you have to do the devotion like Mother Parvati. That, and so you would get the results. You would get the results. And in Katha, in order to support his advice, he relate another Katha of Chitra Angad. Right? He relate another Katha in order to get help to Mother Parvati, to feel confident that what she is doing is going to work. So sometimes, like just the other day in COVID, a lot of people was afraid for the vaccine. They say that wasn't tested. No, they didn't test that. Creating with animal, they want to test that on us, right? So you have to have some kind of, testing field where it is proven that this mantra could work. So here, the father of Parvati, he proves to his daughter the powers of the mantras of Lord Ganesha, The powers are very, very important. In order to get the connection, you must create that energy within you and extend that energy through the Murti to God, and you would find the results. So we must not complain too much about life. We know, look like today, when Ronald sent me the message, I was in Shagwanas, and I too was in a lot of traffic today, going and coming, right? Coming down the road, it took me 2 hours and more just to come down to south, right? Because it had traffic right through, right? When he sent me the clip showing me the flood that was going on there, I told him, I said, this is the test. This is what happens. When we have anything, we have to go through. We have to sacrifice, right? Every bone in my body right now is hurting because it was a long, long day, a very long day, right? Good. But it is our duty, and we have to do what we have to do. So we can't complain. We have to find ways and means to get the job done. So today, as we come to the end, I have 3 simple questions because Ronald was asking me, Baba, what we are going to do with this money, right? So we have $900 still because we're taking out 300 from that, and I will put 100 from the 100 that I have here, and we can make the 400 for the guy from the live broadcast. So we have $900 worth of vouchers to give out tonight, and I'm not in the mood to give any hard questions. I'm going to give easy questions, right? And the 3 questions that I am going to give this evening. First, the correct name for the wife of Chitra Angad. 1, 2, the name that you would call a female demon in Hindi. And 3, the name of Parvati's father. 3 simple questions. Anybody in the audience would like to answer those 3 questions? Please stand and raise your hand, or raise your hand and stand, anything. The girl who answered the night was here tonight? She's not here, she ain't come? All right, good. She'll come tomorrow, okay. Nobody again, Ronald? Simple questions and nobody answer. Well, you can answer. Right, so therefore, I'm going to give the answers, right? The first one is Indumati, the wife of Chitra Angad, Indumati. The second is Rakshasi, and the third is Himachal or Himalay, right? Himachal or Himalay is the name of Parvati's father, right? 3 simple questions, right? Very simple questions based on Katha tonight. So I will do what Ronald said tomorrow. Maybe we'll just distribute it rather than ask any question. So we would find people to give. Somebody is calling. I can't answer now. Right. Yeah. So we are about to do our final arati. So let us all stand once more. Let us do the final arati, and then we will close tonight's katha. Om Sajjam Chavarti Samyuktam Vahinayojitam Maya Deepam Grihana Devesha Trailokyam Timirapaham Om Yani Kani Chapa Pani Jamantar Kritani Cha Vinashanti Pradakshanam Pare Pare.
सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी आरती।
सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी आरती।
त्रिकाल ज्ञाता मंगल के दाता संकट विघ्न दूर करता सभी।
सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी आरती। सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी आरती। शंकर सुवंदाता पार्वती नंदन
शंकर सुवंदाता पार्वती नंदन
शंकर सुवंदाता पार्वती नंदन
शंकर सुवंदाता पार्वती नंदन
हे गणराय महाकाय गजानन
हे गणराय महाकाय गजानन
संग में विराजत रिद्धि सिद्धि गाय सदा तेरी आरती संग में विराजत रिद्धि सिद्धि गाय सदा तेरी आरती सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाय सदा तेरी आरती
सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाय सदा तेरी आरती
शीश मुकुट सोहे एक दंत धारी
मुकुट सोहे एक दंताधारी
वक्रतुंड चंद्रबाण दीनन हितकारी
वक्रतुंड चंद्र बांधीनन हितकारी
महिमा जो गाय पाए नाम निधि गाय सदा तेरी आरती महिमा जो गाय पाए नाम निधि गाय सदा तेरी आरती
जय हो
सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाय सदा तेरी आरती
सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाय सदा तेरी आरती जय हो
चंदन चौकी पे आसन लगाया
चंदन चौकी पे आसन लगाया
मूषक वाहन अड़बुर है काया
मूषक वाहन अद्भुत है काया
पूजे तुझे देवा जो भी है की गाए सदा तेरी आरती पूजे तुझे देवा जो भी है की गाए सदा तेरी आरती
जय हो
सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति
गाय सदा तेरी आरती सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाय सदा तेरी आरती
धूप दीप नई वस्त्र पान फूल माला
दीप नहीं बस्त चार फूलमाला
हम पर दया करो पार्वती लाला
पर दया करो पार्वती माला
आया शरण है शरण मन मती गाए सदा तेरी आरती आया शरण है शरण मन मती गाए सदा तेरी आरती सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी आरती सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी आरती त्रिकाल ज्ञाता मंगल के दाता संकट विघ्न दूर करता सभी
विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी आरती
सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी आरती सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी आरती
जय हो
सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा
तेरी आरती
प्रेम से बोलिए श्री गजानंद स्वामी की जय. Let us all clasp our hands as we bow our heads and close our eyes and we bring this night katha to a close. Om Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinan Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva. Om Shanti 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 Shanti. प्रेम से बोले श्री गजानंद स्वामी की मोरिया मोरिया गणपति बाबा मोरिया मोरिया गणपति बाबा प्रेम से बोले गजानंद स्वामी की जय आसन लीजिए may you all be seated to answer the question of the guy who made the comment on the life. Moria Gosai was born in the year 1375. He became a very great devotee of Lord Ganesha. He became a very great devotee of Lord Ganesha. And just like how Vishnudath Sadhu built that temple, he was like a madman. Moria Gosai, he was like a madman, singing and dancing all over, and people never wanted him in their temple. So he went and he established one of the most beautiful temples in India and dedicated to Lord Ganesha. Moria Gosai, after building that temple, he devoted his whole life. He devoted his whole life towards carrying out the teachings of Lord Ganesh. Carrying out the teachings of Lord Ganesh. He traveled and settled in Pune. And there he carried out penance. It is said that in his end of his life, Ganesh ji manifested in him. You know how people just get manifestation? Ganesh Baba manifested in him. And through him, Ganesh Baba taught the followers, taught the people who used to be with him, all the great teachings of his worship. And so he started the cult of the Moria cult, chanting Moria, Moria, Ganapati. Ganapati himself take that name as Moria in order so that he can be praised. He identified with his devotee. So to that character who wanted to know why we must chant Moria, the Lord always identify himself with his devotees. When people become very devoted to God, God goes down and become them, become part and parcel of their life. And so today, by chanting Moria, we are really praising and glorifying Lord Ganesha. Bole Ganapati Baba ki jai. So thank you. Tomorrow evening we will continue and we will conclude the reading. On Sunday morning we are going to Kali Bay, and we want to leave as early as we can get away. So those of you who want to do, we're keeping the Murti open for Sunday morning. So those of you who still want to come on Charahawe, you have a chance up till 9 o'clock. After 9, if you come and you see the Murti on the van, that's it. We cannot move the Murti unless we shanti the Murti. So if we have to shanti the Murti, it cannot be worshipped. All that we can do after that is the Abhishek, right? Is the Abhishek, which is bursting the coconut and offering the dahi and the mixture and the milk going on the road. That's all we can do then from then on. So if you come in time, you will get a chance to do puja on Sunday morning. Thank you. Anybody have any questions for me based on that? On Sunday morning? The group will be here, right? On Sunday morning we have Tassa as well. So we are going to have a wonderful time ending this yagya on this after 5 days. So tomorrow, today is the penultimate night. Tomorrow is the last night. I wish that all of us do have the blessings to be here to conclude, and hopefully we all will meet again on Sunday morning to Sarave the Murti and to do the Visarjan. Bole Gajananda Swami ki jai. I hand over to the group once more and they will take us through.